Sue, that's Matthew's mother, as opposed to Craig's mother, came along to me and said, Matthew's just wondering what you're going to say in your speech, because he doesn't want anything embarrassing, and he doesn't want anything that's going to make him cry. No promises. But what made me cry was Matthew has never asked me to make a speech. He has never discussed it with me. He's just assumed that I was the appropriate person to represent him. And I am very proud, and belatedly, Matthew, I accept. It takes me back to the very first time I met Matthew. It was at Sue's house in Wigginton, early November 1988, and it was late at night, and Matthew was in bed, and I nipped upstairs to use the loo, and Matthew's door was open, and I hesitated, and I looked in through the open door, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he muttered the first words that he ever said to me. Who are you? And I would just love to go back about 24 years and say, actually, I'm the guy that's going to propose a toast at your wedding. But then Sue came along to me again and she said, Matthew was just wondering. You see a little bit of a theme here of how Matthew gets his own way. Matthew was just wondering whether his little sister could say a few words. So I thought that's a good idea, and as some of you know, Hannah was spending a gap year in France. So I rang her up, and after that terrible European dialing tone that you know that it's going to cost you a lot of money when you start talking, and when you're talking to Hannah it costs you a lot of money. I said, Han, Matthew wants you to say a few words about him. What words do you want to say? And she said,
Oui, il est grand, gentil, amusant.
No, English.
Okay. Well, in a way, I think it would be easier to speak in front of people, or in front of a group of French people, because if I make a mistake, I can kind of do a bit of a classic shrug and everybody understands. But it's not quite the same here. So, don't get me wrong, I was really proud and really honoured to be able to take part in my brother's wedding. I mean, Kate did a reading, but not almost. But, yeah, But no, we sat down and, oh no, don't make me sound bad now. No, we sat down and we thought, how can we make a speech that really, really will do justice to Matthew and his relationship with Craig? And our initial thoughts were, well, 2012 it's a memorable year for the two of them. What other important things have happened? Well, we're halfway through the London Olympics. We thought, what about relating the marriage to that? Then we thought, comparing the marriage to the marathon, because Matthew and Craig are in it for the long run, and then Matthew's a real big fan of the archery because he really hit the bullseye with Craig. We thought, no, I think we have enough of my dad's bad puns at the dinner table. Although, if it is your kind of humour, then Bob, my uncle, is just over here. I think you'd be grateful for a willing audience. No. So we went back to thinking about the words that do come to mind when we think about Matthew. And we decided that there were just so many, we could actually fill the whole alphabet. So what we've done is a bit of an A to Z of Matthew. But we know that Matthew wants to get value for money on the disco, so we better get started. A.
A, aftershave. The first sign that Matthew's in the room.
No. I think it's got to be animals. The number of secret pets that I've had to keep from Mom, I think that deserves to be in there. B.
He worked in Belfry.
I think that Kate and I know that B can only really stand Big Brother. He's the only one we've got, and he does a damn good job of it.
Really? Now, C caused a bit more of a problem.
Cheesy music.
Catering.
And caring. Yep. D.
He likes decorating.
Daphne.
Who?
My earliest memory of my big brother looking out of the window to see him playing in the paddling pool with Daphne, the pet duck he brought home one day.
The pet duck he stole from the belfry. There was another D that Sue, Matthew's mother, wanted to put in. Dear.
But then we thought it'd just be easier to put an E instead. Expensive. F.
It's clear to see from the number of gathered here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion just how many friends and family are important in Matthew and Craig's lives.
G.
G. Groomed.
Yeah, that wasn't the one I was thinking of, but yeah.
Oh, you mean Greg?
Of course, of course. H.
Helpful.
I.
Improvisation.
Seriously?
Oh, yes. You could go out in the morning and the vacuum cleaner was broken, and you would come home at night and the vacuum cleaner was miraculously repaired. And a few hours later you would find the rubber band missing from the washing machine and the horsepower was 2 meters shorter. Jay?
Now I like to take this one as a bit of a late entry. Jade Torval. Now, let me tell you, if you are ever feeling down, all you need to do is take Matthew ice skating. The sight of all 6'3" of him gliding across the ice is all you need to brighten your day.
Kay?
Kylie.
Oh yes, Kylie, your cat.
No, I think I'm the only one here who could ever say that her big brother had just got back from a Kylie Minogue concert.
I've been to one that, don't worry.
L? Loyal?
M?
Well, I think M can only be Mike. Mike Dominic. Matthew's father, who I'm sure would be very proud to have witnessed Matthew's achievements and pleased to see him happy and settled with Greg. N?
Nursing. Everybody knows that Matthew has always given his all in his career, and for the past dozen or so years, through the highs and lows, has truly made the most of his caring skills and personality to perform his job brilliantly at all times. O?
Oh. What about little old ladies? Matthew has always been very good with little old ladies.
Yes, notably Auntie Peg.
Yes. P? P is definitely for piercings.
Matthew.
So you did have one in your tongue.
And Matthew, Claire and I still maintain that you did have one in your eyebrow.
Never.
Yes, you did.
But I think we should also mention under P, pyromaniac. As he got the reputation at one stage as Matches Matthew. You got it, he burnt it. Q?
Molly. Because, to be honest, it was quite difficult to find the word for Q. And I don't think we could go the whole way through this speech without mentioning Matthew's devotion to the lovely Labrador Molly. Because, to be honest, I think we all know that if marriage to dogs was legal, then the buffet would have been pedigree chum, and Craig, I'm sorry, I don't think you'd have made top table. Now, I heard that Matthew may have had his slightly rebellious times.
Is this the time to tell the story about when he tried to break into the back of the house?
No.
Is this the time to tell the story about when he burnt somebody else's house?
No.
Is this the time to tell the story about the cotton buds?
No.
Yes.
I think we still want Matthew to be talking to us in the morning, because I don't think it's time to move on to S. Which brings us to son. Matthew has always been a dutiful, supportive and loyal son to our mom, and I think everybody can see that.
be here, and not only to Sue. Tea?
Tiptoes, what you need if you want to give Matthew a hug.
Or in my case, a stepmother. You? Understated? Maybe not. V. Very house proud.
Yes, Matthew and Craig, possibly the only newlyweds who really don't need a blender. W?
Well brought up.
Yeah, okay. And I think if any word has been popping up on anyone's Facebook newsfeed for the past year, it has got to be wedding from Matthew. X?
X-rated. All the things we couldn't say about Matthew in this speech.
But we are here all night. And Y? I think years together. For Matthew and Craig, those that are past, and for those to come. All filled with love and happiness.
And Z?
Oh, those little letters that are going to appear of your heads if we don't hurry them finished. So, is that it?
Yeah.
So, if you had to pick your favourite, what would it be?
I think it would be C.
How come?
Civil partnership.
Couple?
Combined bank account.
And most importantly,
Crying.
and most importantly,
Craig. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to be upstanding. And the toast is Matthew and Craig.
Matthew and Craig.
Matthew and Craig.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to try to do this without crying, but I can't guarantee it, I'm afraid.
We'd like to say a massive... I'll turn it on. We'd like to say a massive thank you to a few people. So, I think first of all, two Sues. My mom Sue, and my new mom Sue.
I would also like to thank my grandmother.
Actually, Phil, do you want to come up?
I don't know if you've actually seen it, but I'm stood next to the most beautiful wedding cake I've ever seen. And I'd like to thank my Auntie Pat for making that for us.
I'd like to take a massive thank you as well to Greg and my dad as well. And not everyone knows our twin brother. Do you want to stand up?
So you've got the looks. For those of you that were actually at the register office earlier, I think you'll agree that the entertainment that was put on was second to none. And we'd like to say a really big thank you to Stephen for making our day so special.
And there was also the fantastic saxophone group as well. I think they've disappeared, but Kate is still here. So Kate, do you want to come up? And if you have a look around the hall, the decorations are absolutely fantastic. And that is Vanessa, right at the back.
And also for Kate and Hannah. We're perfect sisters. But would also like to say thank you to every single one of you for coming today and making our day so special.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. We've had people come all the way from Egypt and over from Jersey. I've got my special friends that helped put all the decorations. Crystal, you've been massive help as well. So thank you to absolutely everyone, and I hope you really enjoyed the night.
Yeah, we need to.